Hi, I'm Julia Hendricks, CLE coach and facilitator. I'm going to speak with you briefly about the connections between the ladder of inference and data protocols. Data protocols are very much organized to promote neutral observation of data, challenge beliefs and assumptions that we may be holding about data when it comes to us. And in order to help challenge those beliefs and assumptions in a safe holding environment, they support equity of voice through the steps that are in them. Generally speaking, the steps in the data protocol will connect to the rungs of the ladder of inference in some way. So if you look at this chart, you see on this column steps, descriptors, and words in a data protocol. And in this other next column, you see ladder of inference rungs. And when you are looking at steps where you might see the words observation, what do you see? What do you notice? You're on the observe and select rungs of the ladder. As you move into steps that ask you to make meaning, make inferences, what may be significant, what is surprising, what's concerning, what do you wonder, maybe looking for patterns and trends, then you are at the select, meaning, assumptions, and conclusions rungs of the ladder. And as you move into words like implications, action steps, actions, and interactions, you are at the beliefs and action rung. These are not hard and fast categories, and you may feel that maybe the implications could also be considered a conclusion as well as an action or belief. And that is really completely fine. It's really something that you can discuss. However, what I want you to consider is when you are planning a data-based protocol and you're tempted because of what you know about the group or your knowledge about the data or maybe the group's comfort level with certain kinds of work, you might be tempted to rush through part of the data protocol or change it somewhat. But I want you to think about what rung or rungs on the ladder of inference am I skipping or rushing because of this change I'm making? And what could be lost in this group's work by not following this protocol? Remember, well-run data protocols allow us to envision outcomes and form actions that we may not have been able to on our own or with our prior understanding. So it's really important to consider the steps in the protocol and consider the ladder of inference as you work through planning for database protocols.